kind of want to set the world on fire. Hey, y'all, come on in. You're here on a great day.
We have a new summer release today from Stirling Soap Company.
It's a beautiful morning with the Barbershop Duet.
Hi, I'm Marcus Klinger with Klinger Vocal Studio.
And I'm Sarah Vincent with Sarah Vincent Virtual Pilates.
But on Wednesdays and Saturdays.
We are the Barbershop Duet.
Hey, y'all, come on in. Thank you for finding our little barbershop. If you happen to be here during one of the live premieres on YouTube, why? Come on in the live chat. Meet the Whiff Pack, a cool group of friends hanging out from all over the world. They'd love to meet you, too.
They would. And for our mention today, we wanted to talk about Amberland from Happy Land Studio. Here are the scent notes: bergamot, orange, labdanum, patchouli, sandalwood, vanilla, and amber.
A beautiful scent, and I love that it's amber centered without that amber having to prove itself, get too sweet, or crawl up your nose. It is in a most spectacular blend, and of the 25 samples we've gotten from Happy Land, this is one of my top 6 favorites, and the next giant bottle I'm gonna get. What did you think of this one?
It is a big crowd-pleasing one. I'm trying to figure out how to make sense of it because it has spices to it, but they're done in a different way. They're not the ones that you expect. Like, even reading that, I don't know if I would pick all of these. I think the citruses help brighten it up a little bit,
right,
but it is fun, like almost like an all-year scent.
And I am so excited because what is our soap today?
This is a new release from Stirling. I think I'm saying it right, Praia? But our friends that have gotten this are very excited for us to get our noses on it. So I think it's time for us to meet the soap.
All right, y'all, from the brand new sales page at stirlingsoap.com.
Pronounced Praia, meaning beach in Portuguese. This is a deliciously gourmand scent featuring pistachio, almond, salted caramel, and vanilla. A scent so decadent and bold that it has no trouble hanging around throughout the day. You'll always be on a beach vacation when you're wearing this. Based on Sol de Janeiro Cheirosa 62 Bumba.
I am more than ready to shake my bum bum because I am a giant fan of the gourmands at Stirling Soap, and this one sounds right up my beachy, summery gourmandy alley, y'all. Let's take it out of the box. Oh, the Barbershop Duet, they like everything. Well, those folks are not aware that when we have a soap that we are pretty sure is not going to blow our skirts up, why, we do that episode dead live on Instagram, and sometimes with some special guests. So y'all, stay tuned because Frozen Tundra is coming to our Iffy Soap series on Instagram. Well, the scent notes are dirt. A Texan Shaves may join us for that one. Oh, and there it is. Look at the color
Hey,
of that.
summer fun.
Beautiful.
Look at that.
Oh, and y'all, I bring you glad tidings of great joy. Every once in a while, they send a sample of the bar soap that is going to be released next. And it looks like we have a sample of candy corn! And I had to get the Praia splash. Look at that. It is time for some beachy perfect friends and a beachy first impression! Now, I remember seeing pistachio on the sales page. Now, most of the soaps we have that say pistachio are rather pistachio-centered. So I am curious if this is going to follow suit or if that pistachio is going to be more in the background. But there's one way to find out. Take it in, see what you get.
I am curious too, because most of the time if it's a summer gourmand, there's always like fruits in there or coconuts or those kind of things, like more tropical. So this is done in a very different way. Ooh, it is a little darker, my friends.
Oh, nice. There's some vanilla in there.
Yeah.
We saw. All right, take it in, see what you get.
Oh, you need a long whiff, my friends.
Nice. What are you
Okay,
getting?
so I did read that it was an homage to something, and I can tell it's an homage only because of how well it's blended.
Nice.
If I didn't have that scent note list, I don't know what I would be telling you right now, y'all. Like, it is gourmandy, but it's gentle, and it's sweet, but it's not the gourmandy sweet I was expecting.
Right.
Like, I thought it was gourmandy, like I'd want to take a bite out of it.
Yeah.
This I can tell is made with gourmands, but it's almost too pretty to take a bite out of.
Oh.
Like, I feel like there could be some kind of a gentle, sweet floral happening here. I don't get the pistachio right away. I know that was the first thing we read.
Nice.
So, the color I get is not green or nutty. Like, it's not like this color. Like,
right.
I do kind of get a light mandarin something. I don't think I read any citruses, but something in it is brighter and prettier than I was expecting, with more of those kind of mid-tone notes from reading.
Nice.
Well, let me take another re-whiff and see what I can find. It kind of has, to me, a little more of a feminine lead in, and then it kind of goes a little more of a sweeter, candied vanilla, not caramelized, but like more this orangey color.
Right.
Something in it is dulling it up a little bit. I know that I'm on a beachy kind of vibe. It must be a fruit. There's something in there that's making it on the sweeter side. Like, it doesn't go sour. Like, sometimes summer and fruits and stuff has that sour side to it.
Witchy woman?
It's not that. It's more the sweeter side.
Oh.
I even may want to say like a real sugar or like a powdered sugar.
Right.
Kind of thing. Something happened to whatever's in here in a good way. To put words is a little hard. I still think the beginning of the whiff has some sort of a sweeter citrusy something that's brighter and bringing you in, and then it could kind of go to more of like a powdered sugar. Maybe it's approaching a lactonic-y kind of a thing.
Oh.
I don't think it's quite coconut milk or something, but it's something in the middle that is sweeter, and that's how I know it's summertime.
Gotcha.
Like, otherwise I feel like what I'm saying could be like a fall scent or something, but there is something in this that's keeping it on the brighter, prettier, sweeter side. I can see why they say salted caramel and pistachio. If I'm diving in to find them, I see why they're writing it that way. But if I were to take my first whiff and I had not read any scent notes, I don't think that's the first thing I would say. Like, to me, the salted side is almost like, not quite aquatic, but it's pushing it into that summer lane because it's a little more salty by the ocean kind of a thing.
Gotcha.
And I get something a little closer to this color, like more of a tropical-esque way in. I think the pistachio side and almost is coming off not quite like suntan lotion, but there's a sweeter side to those that I do kind of see bronzed skin or like sand. Like, it speaks summer, but I would never think reading those would bring me to what I'm smelling here.
Right. So it's more of a florally citrus for you than a gourmand.
At least that's how my brain is interpreting it. I can see how it does have those darker sides of the caramels and things, but that's at the very, very end of the whiff for me. Like, there's more magic or something happening in the middle than I was expecting.
Hold on, I'm going to take this in. I did get one of those emergency texts from DJ about 9 o'clock p.m. Did you get this? If not, you got to do it immediately. All right, here we go. Taking it in.
See if you can explain it better, but I was kind of floored with what I was getting.
Oh, I see. Oh, this is something that's taking some florals and some fruits for me, but not the gourmandy kind, and arranging them in a way that they suggest like the outskirts of a gourmand without really being a gourmand. It doesn't make my mouth water. The sweet doesn't go to the level of caramel or pistachio like it was talking about in here. It's a different kind of sweet. It's more of a tart sweet.
Maybe a dried fruit? I don't know what it is.
I was expecting more of a bakery sweet, but no, this has more zing to it. Hold on.
Yeah, not a pastry that you would take a bite of.
No. And there's a musk in here for me that is also adding to the gourmandy sense of it without being made of gourmands. Interesting.
I think that was the kind of almost powder sugary thing I was trying to get.
Right. It's something slightly balsamic, the outskirts of a fresh berry without going into the heart of it, just like the aldehyde part of it. Ooh. And then that does meet with something suggesting like a powdered sugar and maybe the heart of a pistachio without the outside nutty hay part of that pistachio nut. The sweets in here spread out into something slightly spicy. If you know sweet stuff from Stirling soap, there's a bit of that in the base here going on. And it's cool. I am getting a sense of a lactonic, but it's being done with the vanilla. It's being done with the pistachio. It's being done with almost like an almond milk sense, but a pistachio milk sense instead. Right. Wow.
Because I wasn't getting a coconutty thing, but I know it's still like summertime somehow.
And you're right. It's not a gourmand that I would want to put in my mouth because the plurals in here are keeping it too bracing, are keeping it too spicy, too herbal for my mouth to know this is a food. But there are definitely sweet, round, foody, sort of almost yeasty elements going on in this. Wow, what an enigma. This is lovely.
Creamy? Like, I'm trying to figure out better words
Right.
to use, but I love it. I love what it's doing. It's just not what I expected.
Yeah, the vanilla's meeting was something tart and citrusy and rather bossy in the center. I'm glad this is not a pistachio-centered soap because I love, look at my face, my pistachio-centered soaps. But they are really hard to take out of that lane. Even Spumoni, when I smelled that, which was just re-released, folks, I just get mostly the pistachio in there and a hint of chocolate. So I love that they have been able to balance the pistachio in this, so it is sitting a little bit more in the background, supporting the florals, supporting that subtle fruit note. Now, I don't want this to sound mean, but you know what this reminds me of in the best of ways? One of my absolute favorite scents growing up was this stuff called Zugu that my grandmother would get me. And it was basically finger paint for the bathtub wall when you were taking a bath. It smelled incredible. And it wasn't like a plasticky kid artificial smell.
Right.
It was a real smell like this and a kind of smell that just had a balance that knew how to burrow down into your soul and calm you and connect you to something deep in your history. Like, I can't explain it, but that Zugu was magic. And there was something about that almost man-made, almost childish kind of balance going on in this. Something designed just to make things smell better is what this is homaging. That's kind of coming through with a very playful, very sort of childish face to this that I am absolutely loving. It's bringing up images of ice cream trucks and the Berkeley Pier when I was little and things like that about the summer.
Right. I don't know how to explain how it speaks summer to me because reading that list, I would not assume that this is a summer gourmandy scent at all, but it completely is.
And I love how that citrus is hiding under the caramel, under the pistachio. You wouldn't think those would go together, but they absolutely are. And I need to know if they were on that list of scent notes. Can we please look at them again? All right, y'all, I can't wait for this. Back to the sales page at stirlingsoap.com. We start with some enigmatic top notes of
pistachio, which I don't know if I would start it. I mean, taking a whiff, that's not the first thing I get. It's for sure in there, but I don't know if that's my intro whiff.
It's just the sweet part of the pistachio, and the nutty part is gone. There is not a hint of like pistachio shell in here. It's just that almost like marzipan-y center of the pistachio. And then almond and salted caramel and vanilla, which I think kind of go together in this accord that's bringing out that beautiful, nostalgic Halloween candy sort of feeling under the surface of this. And then that's all.
That's all we got.
Shenanigans. I am looking for bass notes. I'm looking for some more mids in this. What's giving it that tartness?
Should we go look up the actual, like, homage scents?
Hold on a second. All right, y'all, if you want to know what your real bum smells like, these are the scent notes from the Sol de Janeiro page. We start with...
Top notes are pistachio and almond.
Got that.
They're in there.
But now, hold on. Your mids are actually...
heliotrope and jasmine petals.
That's the floral. I knew that was in there, but there is nothing fruity about those two notes. We do have a jasmine oil over there. We do have heliotrope X. That's not what I'm getting with the fruity notes in here, but hold on. There are a couple more. The dry down is...
vanilla, salted caramel, and sandalwood, which you said it would.
Sandalwood. But I don't see an alala berry. I don't see, like, a wild raspberry.
And even their packaging has, like, a yellow color, too. Like, this is more of an orange color. Like, how is that happening?
I get, like, a strawberry aldehyde in this. There is something country berry balsamic going on in the middle of this for me, and I'm loving it.
But to me, there's still a summer thing we are missing.
100%.
Like an ozone, there's something.
Right. Well, we know Monica at Vanulay often lists 8 scent notes when there are literally over 200. So
they're allowed to have some secrets, I guess. But it is, as they explained, a summer gourmand. I would agree with that part.
And you know what's cool? I do get the sense of a summer treat in your hand, a big old melty ice cream cone or a smoothie or something like that. But I think you're right. I think that is up against something that's meant to give a sense of sunscreen, of something beautifully lotiony that you put on in the summer that the pool smells like. All right, y'all, we're going to start our lathering process with this, my favorite brush in all of wet shaving, and it comes in at less than $13 on the Stirling site. Are you kidding me? And then for my gourmands, especially more on the whimsical side, I like to use my Saturday morning sprinkles bowl from Haley's Artisan. So pro move, if you also have this bowl from Haley's, ignore the honeycomb on the sides and push your soap into those deep divots along the bottom.
Does it smell good? She woke up.
She knows.
That gourmandy sweet.
We should have a Laney scale. I find the brush knows much better how to pull that soap out of the divots on the bottom than it does the honeycomb on the sides, but that's just me. I'm going to hit this with a little bit of water from our Smaldridge Memorial Bougie Sprayer. Thanks, y'all. Where's this come from, by the way? Oh, the Shave Supply, which is here in California.
Yep. All right, let's see.
Going forwards, going backwards, just loading the soap onto those bristles. Not really worrying about the water quite yet, and then just about the time the bristles feel full, I'm going to rotate the brush 25% in my hand, and it's going to go to work on the rest of them. I like getting to know what scents Rod and Mandy like. This is definitely in the same neighborhood as Sweet Stuff, as Witchy Woman, as Evie, as some of the more female-centered.
But would you wear it? I know
absolutely.
Okay.
Oh, every day of the week.
But I am very grateful for Rod and Mandy for helping us find scents like this. Like, now that I've smelt it, I would kind of be sad that we didn't have this. I just never would have found it on our own. Like, a lot of the summer stuff is overly floral or overly fruity. So people that don't like those two type of scents, this is a great one to have as an option.
And yet, ironically, a little floral and fruity.
At least according to us.
Well, how do you not do summer without a little bit of floral and fruity? But it's about the balance. It's about turning it down. Letting some of those other beautiful things come forward.
It is waking up a little bit. I'm getting whiffs from the lather, too. Like, that salty thing to me is either like the salt off the ocean or sitting out tanning. You know, you just naturally get a little sweaty, and that saltiness kind of stays with you. Something about that screams summer.
And if you grew up with a pool like me, it's just not summer at all until you smell things like chlorine or lycra, which may not smell fabulous in real life, but hey, if it means the pool water's coming, they smell fabulous. Even Cannonball from Summer Break puts a little wisp of chlorine into their poolside soap. Y'all, this is just the best part of the shaving experience. This aromatherapy you get from applying this heat and friction to these beautiful scents. Oh, man.
And I'm getting whiffs from here, like not even trying to put my nose in. It has a good intensity, but it's still a lighter scent somehow.
You know what this is doing for me? This is bringing just enough of the pistachio and caramel forward to make my mouth go, wait, where is that? And I want some. You know how if you have a treat in your pocket, Lainey automatically knows no matter what air freshener you've been using?
This is the Marcus treat.
That's what's happening with me and the pistachio and the caramel. They have woken up 100 times more in this lather. If this was not very pistachio caramel scented before, it kind of is now.
I don't know if I'd want to take a bite, but I'd want to wear it. Like, I don't know. That's rare that it happens with a gourmand that I'd first want to put it on and not lose that scent.
Well, I think that's what's making it magical for me, is I want to take a bite of part of it. Does that make sense? And then the rest of it just kind of supports that.
Yeah. Like, if somebody walked by you smelling like this, your head would turn.
And you know, I would be remiss to mention there is a little streak of blue through this. A little streak of blue de Chanel, a little streak of deep blue sea, something like that going on under the surface.
And again, I think that's just why my brain echoes a very faint aquatic, but there's something with the salted side of this that's jumping in and going with that too.
If you are a fan of Weekend in Malibu, and who is not from Stirling Soap Company, what a fabulous flanker this is.
Totally. We should do a side-by-side. I'll wear one, you wear the other. We'll see how they get along.
Hey. One of us will be in Malibu, the other in Portugal. All right, y'all, this is something you will only find here on the Barbershop Duet. This is the International Beach Whiff on 3, 1, 2. Wow.
Right?
Oh, there's something a little even apricot-y.
That's a good fruit.
Going on.
Like a dried apricot.
There. Do you sense that? Okay, I retract my former statement about the berries. It's not. It's like an apricot skin.
Yes.
Or something going on.
Yeah, and maybe that's why I kept thinking like a mandarin, but you're right. It needed to be quieter.
We have cracked the code.
Not a peach.
Nope.
It's an apricot.
This puts the ape in apricot.
Yeah.
And y'all, if you have never seen a Stirling lather coat and cover an absolutely stunning face, you're going to see it right now. Hold on. Look at that. Look at that. It's almost sticky in its fluffiness and stays right where you put it. Look how it's making the bristle tracks. And I love using this brush the way Daniel Malou does when he shaves on YouTube, just getting in there, making little circles around every hair. I'm kind of floored how masculine this is getting.
I was just going to say that. Somehow more here, that kind of creamy nutty side is actually adding a fun masculine little twist on this.
It's a joke in there, but I don't have the strength. Look at that.
Yeah, we never talk about leather,
Look
but
at
my
that.
goodness.
Y'all.
I'm glad we opened this earlier. We were kind of deciding when to open it, but there is an EDT available and a few other things we may have to check out.
Bar soap, 100%. Yeah, for $5 lasts a month. You could do a whole lot worse with this Stirling bar soap. And y'all, why don't we try this splash and take this down a little bit deeper?
It's fun because a scent like this, I would get for my friends that even aren't wet shavers. I would try to get the body lotion, the bar soap. This is good for if someone has a summer birthday. Like, this is a type of scent I would want to give them.
And you know what's interesting? There is something in the base of this that kind of hints to me at the Happy Land scents, where nothing else in the Stirling line does. But y'all, if you are a Happy Land fan like we are becoming, there is something correlational.
Spicy? I don't know,
these.
yeah.
Did I get the menthol? I did not get the menthol. That might be a problem.
Yeah, that was very nice of you to consider me, because I kind of a little
That's
wary
why I
sometimes.
did it. Yeah,
so,
I didn't get forgetful.
No.
I just was thinking of you.
For me.
All right, hold on. Since I did this just for you, why don't you start here?
This is a crystal clear one. They don't even see it. Whoa, whoa,
I
whoa.
like it
We
when they're
almost got
colored.
some on the dog.
That's
Sorry.
okay, that's fine.
She'll smell great. It's okay.
Oh, this is different. This is
Well,
different.
hell.
Wow. And I am getting that apricot in there. It is beautiful among the salt, among the caramel, among the almond scents, among the pistachios. That's fabulous. There is so much to discover
Right?
in this scent. It has taken this long for me to even really feel like I have gotten my hands
but
around
the
it.
dry down, remember we read on the side, like
Right.
how they listed, they didn't say base, they wrote dry down. And that's already changing within those half a seconds we just were talking.
This is fabulous. I am actually getting that slightly nutty sense that I was getting from peanut butter and rabid banana the other day.
I wish there was a sunscreen that smelled like this. I'm just saying. I mean, there are fun layers to this. Reading that you would think was so simple, but there's magic between the layers.
If there was a sunscreen that smelled like this, do you know how white I'd be?
But if I close my eyes and take a whiff of this, I am immediately transported to a beach in Florida, like somewhere nice and sunny outside, and I'm in vacation mode.
I'm dragging out our charming scale.
Yeah.
Because y'all, this goes off it.
Yep.
This destroys it. I'm just going to take out the charming scale and it's going to burn
Yeah.
up right here in front of you because
Exploded.
this is an 11 and 11 and a half. Maybe what a beautiful charmer. Without having to do it with sweets. I feel like that's the easy part. I feel like that's where candy corn is going to sell out this year because it's fabulous, it's whimsical, it's nostalgic, and it can do it with sweets.
But this is a different type of
Right?
hormone.
When you are building something with the savories, with a more clever idea in mind, wow, does it come out far more interesting and nuanced.
So now that it's drying down, I can understand why so many people were like, hey, did you get this yet? And clearly we got the suggestion. Now we understand the whiff pack was correct.
And we have a small bottle of Heliotrope X over there that we are using to help formulate our wedding EDP. Can you sense the Heliotrope X going on in there? Because I really can.
Now I can. Now I can. I'm glad we read that because I thought I was losing my mind. That I was sure there was some sort of a citrusy,
Beautiful.
ozony, florally, some magic.
That's what it is.
And that was just the little key between those lovely scent notes that we needed.
I think that's even what's giving it that gentle lactonic against the vanilla, that heliotrope in the middle. Ooh.
Like there is not coconut in here, but that's as lactonic-y as I would say this gets. It's not like a total lactonic. It's just a hint,
And I'm pretty sure a tiny bit of ambroxan under there just to make it clean, just to give it that sense of fresh air.
It just has that perfumer's lens with it.
Yes.
And thank you, Rod and Mandy, again, for making sure that we got our noses on this, because we definitely need this as part of our summer lineup.
So it's pretty simple, y'all. Just be enjoying a coastal vacation in Portugal. You're going to see a little bar and grill over there. You're going to order yourself a plate of goodies and a frosty drink with which to enjoy your afternoon. And when the bartender says, "Where can I deliver these?" you're going to say the Praia. Excuse me? Praia. The what? Well, it's not until you figure out how to pronounce Praia that you're going to get your own. Head over to stirlingsoap.com where you can find this and a wide range of other products. Well, I've had my shave, y'all. With Praia, Half the time for me, beautiful, salty pistachio goodness. The other half of the time, a beautiful tart, something that's almost citrusy. And where those come together in the middle is a beautiful, perfect summer addition to the Stirling line, which is one of my favorite bases in all of the wet shaving world already. Rod and Mandy, spectacular home run on this one. Welcome to Messages.
So for our August giveaway, we wanted to give you a chance to get $25 to Ariana and Evan.
Yeah, y'all, and all you have to do to be eligible for this giveaway is send us an email here to WeSentYou at thebarbershopduet.com so that we can get back to you. It's the only way we communicate about our giveaways, and then check back here on our first September episode to see if you are our lucky winner.
Best of luck. Well, I'm glad we ended up filming today after all. We were going to wait, but we're about to go on our walk, and if we can wear this on the walk, it'll be way more enjoyable, a little more summer edge to our little stroll.
And y'all, kind of the corollary to this might be South Padre, a previous beachy scent offered from Stirling Soap Company. And while I do love that, the things I love about that are a little bit under the surface. The top layer of South Padre is a little closer to one of those dry Creed homages for me. So I love it if this is the new sort of beachy scent from Stirling, because it's a little bit more welcoming. It's a lot more accessible. It's a little more enjoyable for me. And I love that under the surface are those comforting, decadent gourmands of the beachy vacations of our childhood. Thank you, Rod and Mandy, for this. It is going to become a prized member of our collection.
I think we may be getting on to get the EDT shortly, so don't forget your next appointment with the Barbershop Duet.
You'll smell better just watching this.